In 1978, LEGO debuted 3 new themed product lines as part of its new system within a system business model. Along with Town and Castle, they brought out Legoland Space, or what we now refer to as Classic Space. In this episode of Theme Nostalgia, we're going to look at that portion of the space theme that ran from 1978 to 1987, before the sub-themes of space all took over. And then, of course, we will rate space on the Nostalgi-o-meter, Classic Space, and see where it ends up.
Let's start with the iconic Classic Space logo, a red arrow in orbit around a gold planet. It is one of LEGO's most recognizable logos, and celebrates its 45th birthday this year. The logo has appeared in several other LEGO themes over the years. The gold printed on the planet often wears off over time, revealing a white planet underneath.
Between 1978 and 1987, 89 sets were released featuring peaceful interstellar explorers in matching spacesuits. The minifigs were enamored with the boundlessness of the universe, so much so that they couldn't wipe the glassy smiles off their faces. Science is cool. The utilitarian color palette of Classic Space established a gray, now referred to as old gray, as the predominant color along with blue in the theme. The ships also featured either transparent green or transparent yellow windows and windscreens. The hulls of the spaceships were designed with an LL printed on generally a 1x4 brick. LL standing for Legoland, and then associated with a number, which generally was the set number on the box. At this point in LEGO production, there was still a lot of regionality, so sets would often come out with different set numbers based on what continent they were released on. In 1979, one of the most iconic ships was released. Set 497 was the Galaxy Explorer. It was a 338-piece beauty in the conventional gray-blue color scheme. The set also came with a landing pad, moon terrain, utility vehicle, and a communication tower. 497 was reimagined in 2022 as the incredible 1,254-piece build. Utilizing modern parts, the new Galaxy Explorer makes a bold visual statement while retaining the original look and vibe of the classic set. In the early 80s, we see the release of more notable sets and bases. The Open to the Atmosphere, Keep Your Spacesuit On Beta 1 command base with 254 pieces. Then you got the copyright potentially infringing Starfleet Voyager with 242 pieces, and then the highly functional Space Supply Station, a 206-piece lunar docks of sorts. Then in 1983 came the largest set released in this era, the mammoth for the time, Galaxy Commander. 443 pieces, sizable for those days. It's a ship that comes with 5 minifigs and a landing pad, plus 2 ground vehicles. 1984 saw the release of 2 more sizable lunar base sets, the 328-piece Intergalactic Command Base, and the 295-piece Robot Command Center, a mech-style mobile base of operation. So set 1526 is an interesting case. It was titled Space Radar Buggy by all accounts, but it was never released. It appears to have been abandoned mid-development. All that remains of Space Radar Buggy is a photograph of a mock-up of a box. Notable 1986 releases included the 413-piece Cosmic Fleet Voyager, a bulkier freighter-type vessel made for hauling ore and precious metals. Set 6892 is Modular Space Transport, a mobile space lab with detachable transport vehicle. Also released were XT Starship and Sonar Transmitting Cruiser, both featuring the new light and sound system, which would emit a lovely audio signal resembling a siren and flash lights from a light brick. Once the final year of what we know as classic space rolled around, when we received the largest lunar base of the era, 390 pieces, entitled Polaris 1 Space Lab. At this point, the astronauts had begun to evolve away from their classic old gray blue color scheme. There was a much more white that had been incorporated into the theme. 1987 was the final year before new factions joined the solar system. In much the same way as the castle theme, space has continued to multiply and diversify. There are now about 20 different space sub-themes, but Legoland Space, classic space, started it all. In June 2014, we received a treat of a set, along with the Lego movie releases. Set 70816 is Benny's Spaceship, a 940-piece gray and blue marvel that would fit in alongside its classic space shipmates, albeit as far and away the largest one. Piloted by Benny, a classic spacesuit-wearing character from the film, complete with authentic faded logo and signature cracked helmet. The original appearance of Benny, according to the lore of the movie, is set 6824, Space Dart 1, a 48-piece set from 1984. Thus he's referred to in the Lego movie as 1980-something space guy. For the release of the Lego Movie 2, we got a 68-piece battle pack of space people in different colored suits. Set 70841, Benny's Space Squad, where each character is named. Along with Benny, you get Jenny, Kenny, and Lenny, as well as a spaceship runabout, a ground vehicle, and robot. This was a good way to bolster your classic space era mocks with new, but mostly period accurate minifigures. So let's look at classic space. Where do I rank it on the Nostalgi-o-meter? It's very high for me. This was the space that my brothers and cousins had before I was old enough. So it's got that built-in extra bump. I really get the feels for the classic space. So I am going to put it at 9 out of 10 Nostalgies. Thanks for watching Team Nostalgia, Episode 4. If you'd like to see the past episodes, I'm gonna link them in the end card. Gently click the like button and subscribe icon if you enjoy Lego theme history content. I've got more to come. I'm Oli from Oli Bricks. Enjoy the builds.